So the first time you tell your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife that I'm done with this, I'm not doing this anymore, I deserve someone better, you're gonna feel like you're doing something wrong. You're gonna feel like you're gonna feel guilty because you're used to being in shitty relationships. You're used to being in relationships with the wrong person. You're not happy, they're not happy, but you're just in the relationship just to say you're in a relationship, or you're there for something else. So it's gonna feel wrong. The second thing is also if you have shitty, gossip mongering, low self esteem, toxic friends, maybe that you knew since you were in primary school and you go way back, but now you want to change. And you know that your friends are holding you back. The first time you tell them that I cannot go out with you tonight or I cannot go out with you, period, you're going to feel like you're doing something wrong too. Because you're used to being in those kind of relationship dynamics. So it's going to feel like what you're doing is wrong. The first time you also tell your daughter or your son, your kid, that you spoiled, you try to discipline them for the first time, you're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. You're used to letting them do whatever they want to do, and then now you want to put in boundaries and say you can't go out at this time, you have to come be back at this time, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's going to feel like you're doing something wrong because you're used to having that dynamic with the child, so it's going to feel like you're doing something wrong. Just stay with me, I'm going somewhere with this. The fourth thing I want to say, if you're used to doing things for free for someone, for people, institutions, or whatever, and then suddenly you recognize your value and you tell them, no, I value myself and I value my skills and my talents, and I'm charging you this now for the service that you're asking me for. You're gonna feel like you're doing something wrong because you're going against your not lack of valuing yourself. You're going against that pattern of not valuing yourself and giving your skills and your talents away for free. Anytime you go against something that you've done for such a long time, it's a pattern in you that you're breaking. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel uncomfortable and it's going to feel like you are wrong. It's going to feel like you're doing something wrong. And this is why people don't change, because they don't like that wrong feeling. They don't like that guilty feeling. But this is why you're feeling wrong, and you have to keep going. You have to know that deep inside of you that this is what you need, and you have to keep just pushing forward and keep doing it, no matter how much wrong it feels. The first time it's gonna feel wrong. Take care of yourself. If you want to lie down, but don't stop. Keep doing it. Do it over and over and over until you get comfortable doing it. Many people don't know how to say no too. The first time you say no to someone, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna feel guilty, but you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing.